Hey guys, I'm John, coming out with another Diablo Immortal video. This is going to be a pretty quick video. I'm going to talk about a couple things that are going on in the community, some speculation, some cool but not so cool things that are really going on that I feel like you all need to be caught up on and need to know. I'm sure you guys all saw the Maxroll announcement. I'm gonna go ahead and we're going to talk about it, and we're just going to kind of cover some overall thoughts on the game with, you know, Maxroll, what they got going on. We're gonna cover that, and we're just gonna talk how I think this is gonna affect everything with Diablo Immortal. All right, so for those of you who are unaware, make sure you go and you support the Maxroll guys. They have decided that they are no longer going to cover Diablo Immortal. They still make great content. Unfortunately, they're just not going to be making content on Diablo Immortal. You may ask yourself, John, why are you saying that? You're part of Aftershock United. Why do you care? Well, because at the end of the day, Echo Hack, all those guys over there, they were willing to work with us and talk with us, kind of get us as prepared as they possibly could for the game coming out. They put a lot of work into Diablo Immortal. And it's kind of one of those things, and that's why we're doing a video over it, because it kind of feels bad that unfortunately they feel at this moment that they need to step away and kind of, in my opinion, it feels like they're kind of just saving face, that Diablo Immortal was kind of a failure to them and they're done doing content on it. And that's fine. You know, everyone is entitled to their own opinion. I feel like maybe it was a little early, but you know what? We'll go ahead and we'll read their kind of press release a little bit. I'll give you some of my thoughts on it as well, and we'll kind of talk about at the end the overall expectations I think that were kind of missed, or that could really change maybe the avenue of how they're looking at everything. So first, let's go ahead and let's pop up their farewell ode. Unfortunately, they have decided that they are done, and this is the announcement. It's actually on their official website, maxroll.gg. You'll see it right on the homepage. They weren't going to hide it. You'll see that Diablo Immortal is X'd out because they're done. And you know what? I get it. I hate to see them not making content. I want everybody to work together in the Diablo Immortal community, so that way we can all provide you guys all the best content. But you know what? If they feel like it's not good for them, then it's not good for them, and they should do what they feel is best for them, right? Just like what we all do in our own personal lives. So let's go ahead and let's talk about it. So you can see it's X'd out. Their introduction is: the Maxroll team covers games we are passionate about. We had high hopes for Blizzard's Diablo Immortal release, since it could integrate a new audience and generation of gamers to a franchise we love. They're basically talking about, you know, the mobile community, right? Mobile and ARPGs, not something that really has been going on, right? So that's what they're referring to. For 2 years, our team, along with the community, thoroughly tested the tech alpha, closed beta, concluding that the core game could be molded into something great. We provided a plethora of feedback during these testing phases that make Diablo Immortal the best game it possibly could be. However, the heavy hearts today were announcing the closure of Maxroll's Diablo's Immortal branch. Now, this is kind of sad, right? So the Maxroll guys, they were looking forward to the game. They did a lot of testing. I think what they misunderstood with this is they thought their direct input was going to influence the game. I want to be perfectly blunt and frank with you guys. Developers don't care. So it doesn't matter how big you are. It doesn't matter how big the community is. At the end of the day, someone's got to get paid. Diablo Immortal, it's going to be the same thing. They're going to take our feedback and they're going to try to mold that into something better. Yes, don't get me wrong. They're going to try to tailor it to make it a better game for us. But at the end of the day, they have a bottom line they need to hit and a target they have to hit to make the production of the game. So the fact that, yeah, you guys are saying, hey, we told them how to make this brilliant game, that's awesome. However, we all can come up with amazing ideas on how to make this game the best game you've ever seen. But chances are it's going to be dust in the wind. So the fact that you would get your hopes up for that it's a little bit of a letdown. You know, let's be realistic in the way the world works. Unfortunately, call it my jaded view of how the world works, because I've been all over. That's just not how the world works. And unfortunately, this is kind of what they're realizing, I feel like. I go into the timeline. I'm not going to bother reading the timeline. Obviously, they did a lot of testing. And to sum it up for you, they did all the alpha, they did the beta, I know they talked with Wyatt Chang, who I also don't think has a whole lot of input and everything going on, but you guys are really just clowning on him. But they basically explained they have a lot of experience with the game, which they do. Don't get me wrong, Maxroll has been one of the best resources out there for coming up with ideas on learning how the game works. A lot of us at Aftershock United, we hadn't even played it. I think myself and one other guy was the only person who even played Diablo Immortal on the beta. So the fact that they had all this put together was amazing. It helped everyone out. It was an amazing resource. So we were really excited that, hey, we were going to have competition to kind of go up against them and have fun with it, right? So they did all this work, and unfortunately, it just didn't play out for them. They almost got me there. Their auto ad went off, and I don't know if it got included in the soundbite. If it did, I'm sorry, but I forgot to mute the browser audio because I knew that would possibly happen. You know, they gotta get monetization too. They gotta get paid too, right? Anyways, let's go ahead and let's talk about more of what they said. So we talked about, they did a lot of testing. They were great resource information. So I feel like they probably had it in their head that how they felt about the game and all their testing, all the resources they were providing, were gonna have an influence to the developers on how the game should go. And I feel like that's where they're a little jaded right now. Now their decision, let's talk about this. So this is their decision on why they decide they're not gonna make the content anymore on Diablo Immortal. Canceling a game we've cumulatively put 10,000 hours in of hard work in, a ton of developer money into it. It's something that we do lightly. In fact, we never discontinued a game before. Unfortunately, recent events drove us to this decision. So what they're saying is they put a lot of money, they put a lot of time invested, so they played a game. This is pretty typical for a mobile game. This is definitely a mobile gacha game. Stand by. Most of you who know me know that I come from the mobile gacha game genre. I enjoy those types of games, and I love those type of games. So this is, to me, this doesn't mean a whole lot of anything. This is normal. Yeah, that's. Unfortunately, gacha games have a 2-year shelf life. You guys just kind of cut yours a little early, so this just doesn't mean a whole lot to me. However, the response does. So let's go ahead and go through it. Economic structure. This is by far the biggest reason we're discontinuing the Diablo Immortal branch. The predatory pay-to-win system greatly exceeds the norm for mobile gaming. It absolutely does not. Okay. I don't think you guys are familiar with mobile gaming. This Diablo Immortal is not even as expensive as Raid Shadow Legends. So, okay. Gambling addictions are real and can competitively destroy lives. True. Even if 99% of players have perfect impulse control, we still can't stomach what happens to the other 1%. Okay, and that's fair. This is completely against our values, and we will not remain a part of this any longer. You know what? Good for you. I'm happy that you're going to make that stance. I feel that if that's how you guys feel, then yeah, make that stance. There's nothing wrong with that. Here's my take on it. Unfortunately, the world's not perfect, and we can all boycott as much as we want. We can say we're boycotting, but at the end of the day, they're over $24 million made in a few weeks. So what did you do? You cut yourself out. You stopped making content. You stopped helping other people. So you stopped reminding people don't spend the money. And now they're gonna go to some other content creator who's gonna be like, yeah, I whaled out and I got this, right? Like, come on. It's fine. It's totally fine, and I get it. They're taking the high road. By all means, take the high road. Do your thing. Nothing wrong with that. All right. Point 2: disengagement and community response. Okay. Disengagement we felt at the launch aligns with the communities, not just the pay-to-win perspective about the game itself. Interesting. Okay. While we are not game designers, we can't believe in this is the state of the game after nearly 2 years of testing and feedback. Well, okay, I mean, that's a fair argument, but once again, mobile gaming, there's a game right now. I've been a part of the alpha for this game for over 2 years. I can't disclose it because I had to sign an NDA because I'm testing in the alpha. And it's gonna be another 2 years probably before this game even comes out. And it's a mobile game that will have a shelf life of 2 years. So there are bugs in the game. I mean, the game is not even that old. Doesn't surprise me. It's a mobile game. I think what's coming into play here is the PC aspect to the mobile aspect. I feel like that's really what's coming into play here. Unrewarding gameplay. Okay, from Hell 1 difficulty to Hell 2 and beyond, your progression comes to screeching halt. Okay. You can either grind 8+ hours a day despite the multitude of hidden caps for 5, 10, 15 combat rating upgrades, or break down and go to the shop and get a lot more. It's a terrible feeling that extinguishes motivating to log in. I think there's some aspects of the game you're not really understanding, or I guess I shouldn't say understanding, because they do understand. They know, they've done a lot of research, they've done a lot of data. Unrewarding gameplay, sure. Maybe it feels bad when you farm all day and you don't get Legos. I mean, it happens, right? It happens, but once again, difference between a mobile game and a PC game, you go play Diablo 2, every mob drops loot. You're going through a crap load of loot. Doesn't mean it's high tier loot, but you're going through a lot. So you get that. Unfortunately, in this game, you're not getting a whole lot of that. It's more higher quality drops, which reminds me kind of like a PoE update that was recent that seemed to go over pretty well in the end result. Now, does Diablo Immortal need to tweak that? Yes, absolutely they need to tweak that. Do they need to get rid of all their hidden caps? Absolutely they need to get rid of those. Are they going to? Regardless of what we say? Probably not. Probably not. So I get where they're coming from, that it is a little bit unrewarding if you are someone who has a high expectation. This is a mobile, I'm gonna call it a gacha game. This is a mobile gacha ARPG game. Do I feel like it's supposed to be that rewarding like that? Absolutely not. That's not what I would expect from a mobile ARPG. Maybe because it's a Diablo franchise, sure, but overall, no, not really. So I'm gonna kind of disagree with them, unfortunately. Money isn't everything. Okay, that's actually a very good point. That's gonna be a video I come out with probably tomorrow or the next day. Even with a poor reception, our Immortal branch would continue to generate revenue on our end. Okay. Life is about more than money, though. It's about doing the right thing. As I said throughout this post, we are sticking to the core values. Okay. We are walking away from 1.5 years of collective work with missed events, family obligations, development time, and expense costs to do the right thing by us and you. Okay. Cool, I guess. Here's the thing, guys, and I don't mean to come off as a dick, and I'm sure I will. A lot of you will hear this and go, I don't like you anymore, and that's fine. I apologize. I don't care. At the end of the day, I get it. Like, you miss family obligations. That's fine. I just drove 7.5 hours home to do a shadow war from a job. That's part of being competitive. That's part of gaming. That's, yeah, you spent money on a game. That's part of it. You're walking away because you feel like it's the right thing to do by you and by us, the viewer. Why? So once again, your viewers, you're not reminding them, hey, don't do this, or hey, here's a smarter way to play this, or hey, even just doing updates and some simple facts of don't get sucked into this. Here's some tip hotlines if you feel like you're addicted, blah, 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 blah. Use those disclosures, because at the end of the day, people are still gonna play the game. You don't have the pool that you think you have the pool of that's going to make people stop. That'd be like Asmongold's video where he's talking about, the pay to win and the dunking on the game and everything. And that's fine. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all. Like, you should have your own opinion. You should be informed and make your own decisions on how you feel about certain subjects. In this case, I feel that you trying to do the right thing by you, which is great, but what you're doing is all the players who are going to play anyways are going to go out and make worse mistakes and waste more money because they didn't have any guidance, say, from myself or anyone else. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, who are you really helping out? Whose face are you really saving? Is it yours? Are you saving your own conscience or the people? It's one or the other, you know what I mean? So this whole statement, I feel like they want to feel like they're a martyr, jump on the Asmongold bandwagon of, don't spend money on this game, or the Quinn 69. Oh my God, that was insane. I love Quinn. I love watching his content. I watch his Twitch streams all the time. But the fact that he spent 25 grand of the NZD funny money and then just deleted that 5 out of 5. Oh my God. Okay, well, you know what? You made your point, and that's what you felt like you needed to do, and that's okay. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. This is my opinion on this. So for those of you who don't like it, I'm sorry, but that's my opinion. Lack of remedy. Finally, as the team, we discussed what would it take for us to reopen the Immortal branch. Okay, aside from severely limiting the infinite pay-to-win system and giving free-to-play players a real chance, we don't see a path forward for us. Okay, so they're saying there needs to be some balancing. Once again, this is a mobile game, 2 years of development. I've been a part of a game that's longer than that already, and still not a great game. Doesn't surprise me, but you quit the game. How soon? We haven't even had a major update yet. So, and all these updates, oh, this Reddit leak. Okay, well, is it official? You're making videos on it. Is it official? Not yet. So you don't know what the update is. So I think you gave up a little soon. This is why we chose to shut down the branch prior to the first major update. We don't envision Blizzard implementing a remedy strong enough to truly bridge the gap. Okay, and that answers the question. So they don't care that maybe they will do an update that fixes it all. And that's fine. That's how strongly they believe in this statement. Who knows? Maybe they'll come back. I hope they do. Like I said, I have no ill will against Maxroll guys. I like them. I've watched their content. I've watched their streams. I've asked them questions. Echo Hack has personally helped a lot of us in Aftershock United, and I wish them the best of luck and best of success in everything that they do, because they're great people. Do I feel like this is a cop-out? A little bit, unfortunately. And as you can see here, our community matters more than anything. We're keeping guides live on the site for a short period of time. No further updates will be made. This will allow anyone to reread any guides' information. That's good. I mean, definitely go use the resource, guys. Let them recoup some of their losses, I guess. They get paid. Just like the ad playing and everything else. Like, that's how they get ads, by you go on the website. So yeah. And then as you see here, they're kind of talking about this. This is just a bump in the road for Maxroll. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that they're not gonna just boom, like this is setting them back. They're gonna put their head down, back to the grind, and move forward with their content and their website. That's great. I think it's a good resource. Definitely bookmark it. Pay attention to it. And yeah, that's it for the Maxroll update. So unfortunately, they're shutting their website down. It's kind of a bummer. I wish that wasn't the actual case there. I really do. But unfortunately, that's what they ended up doing. And yeah, I mean, it is what it is. As you can see here, it's kind of, it is. It's done. They're done with it. That's fine. One thing I want to note and point out, guys, is I don't know if you guys know this, but speaking of websites, at Aftershock United, I guess our morals are different. We're actually building our website for Diablo Immortal. If you want to come check us out, by all means, type it in diabloimmortal.gg. You can access it globally. You have on the left-hand side, all of us content creators are going to have all of our tweets show up. On the right-hand side, anyone who's live, like currently Darth Microtransactions live. He's a part of our Aftershock United team. He's live. You can see it. You can click on it. It'll pop up. It'll pull you into a little pop-out. Just go straight to his Twitch. You can watch the YouTube videos directly from the website. As you can see there, you'll see like Chosen just uploaded a few. Baled's got one. I got a recent one. Darth's got one. All of our videos are just going to go across there. You'll be able to see all of us. We update daily. So if you want a good resource for, hey, where can I go to get these kind of update information? Here you go. Especially once Maxrolls brings their portion down. I mean, you can use us as a resource. We're going to be doing a lot. We've got some basic class information. We got gym information. We're literally, there's about 3 of us who work on this website, and we're doing the best that we can to get you the most pertinent information possible and get it to you as quick as possible. We're also going to have updates with articles that you guys can read and kind of get opinions on. You'll see who wrote it, what it actually works for, what it was about. Featured content creators in case you're curious of, hey, I like this content creator, what's he do? Or hey, I want to go check this dude out. There you go. Go check out our website. Hopefully it helps you. That's all I got. I know y'all are gonna get salty about my video and everything I said, and that's okay. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. So I hope you guys understand that I myself am also entitled to my own opinion. And you can roast me as much as you want. Do it down in the comments and make sure to like while you do it, or dislike. You know what? Either one. Roast me and dislike it. It makes the video do better. Let's be honest here. But I hope you guys take this a little to heart. And I hate to see the Maxroll guys go. I really do. But unfortunately, it is what it is. We're sticking around as far as Aftershock United goes. So if you want to come hang out with us, do so. Links down below to this website, to the Discord server, to my server, to everything. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.